Hey guys, it's Briggs here, and like always, welcome to All Day Anime. And today I have a little bit of a treat for you guys. I actually did an interview with RogersBase, a pretty famous anime YouTuber. So without further ado, sit back and enjoy. Hey, what's up man? I'm Briggs from All Day Anime. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a One Piece anime interview today. And for the first question we have, what is your favorite One Piece character? It's gonna start off simple.
Sure. So my favorite One Piece character has got to be Law. That's different from my favorite Straw Hat, because my favorite Straw Hats are Sanji and Chopper, but Law is definitely my favorite character in the series. I think he's got some awesome powers, and overall, he's just a cool guy. Like, I feel like if I was in One Piece, I would want to be Law.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, Sanji is my favorite character. I just love everything about Sanji.
Yeah, it's a good choice. You can't go wrong with Sanji.
Okay, so second question, what is your favorite arc in One Piece?
My favorite arc, I get a lot of flack for this every time people ask me this, but I really, really like Impel Down. I think Impel Down is just like such a perfect, small, short arc. You could reread it in like a day. It's just great. It's easily consumable. It's the first time Oda really like decided, okay, I'm going to bring back all these characters and like have them do something awesome with Luffy. And like, don't get me wrong, I love the Straw Hats, but like seeing Luffy on a quote-unquote crew that wasn't with his like regular crew members, I thought was cool. Like seeing him team up with Crocodile and Jinbei and Mr. 3 and Buggy. It was a good time overall. I love Impel Down.
Yeah, I love Buggy. I actually really like that arc as well.
And Magellan. Magellan is like such a sweet villain.
Yeah,
like Magellan is
he's a badass.
One of the only villains that they didn't technically beat. Like they just got away from him. They didn't really beat Magellan. He just like held them off.
Yeah, exactly. They escaped basically.
Exactly. So
yeah, my favorite arc's actually a little bit of a throwback. You know, the Baratie arc where Sanji gets first introduced?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. If Sanji's your favorite character, then of course, yeah.
I just found it so cool with Luffy as a cabin boy, and Zeph was saying it's the last type of guy you would ever want to fight.
Yeah, Baratie is an awesome arc.
Who is your One Piece waifu, if you had to choose one?
Oh, man. I actually just did a video on this with Sunpatch. I'm trying to remember who my top 5 were. I think it was Koala, Nico Robin, Viola. I'm trying to remember who else is in my top 5. I can't remember. I know for my number 1, though, is definitely post-time skip Robin. I think I say post-time skip Robin because pre-time skip Robin was, working for Crocodile. She wasn't as confident in herself. Like, she had to go through a lot of growth. Whereas post-time skip Robin is confident, she's powerful. I actually like her look more post-time skip as well. So yeah, post-time skip Robin is definitely my One Piece waifu. But Viola is an excellent second choice. I think Viola is just fantastic.
Cool. Yeah, I know I'd definitely pick Robin over Nami. Just like crew-wise.
Oh yeah, Nami's just a money grubber, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I really like Margaret. You remember from like Amazon Lily?
Oh, of course, yeah. A lot of people ship her with Luffy.
You understand how, I could see her with Luffy, you understand how badly I wanted her to join the crew. I still have my hopes. That she joins the crew.
One day.
Yeah,
one
for
day
real.
We'll see her.
And that's why, my next question is, who do you think the next Straw Hat will be?
Oh, man. Okay. Well, I mean, it could be a number of different people at this point. I feel like there's so many different ways the story can go.
Oh, yeah, for real.
And I might as well just, give you who I think could join, right? These are characters who I think could join. First off, Jinbei is definitely going to join. It's just a matter of when we see him.
Yeah, exactly.
So Jinbei's of course. But in terms of other characters, I think Kinemon could potentially join now that we know he's not actually Momo's dad. He has nothing really tying him down anymore to Momo. And Luffy offered for him to join, all the way back in Punk Hazard. So I could see Kinemon joining. I could see Peckham's joining, honestly, because I feel like we really need a mink on the crew. And Luffy's already said numerous times in this arc, even in today's chapter, he mentioned oh yeah, me and Peckham Mamushi, we're going to go take care of Sanji and steal him away from Big Mama the Vinsmokes. So wouldn't surprise me if Peckham's just stuck around for a while. And then even some of the reformed villain characters, I could maybe potentially see Caesar Clown joining. I could see, there's so many characters.
I saw a couple of theories with Caesar and... Yeah, you could definitely see Peckham as well, for sure.
I think Jinbei's a guarantee.
Well, Jinbei eventually. Sure. Just when are they going to meet up again?
I guess the secondary ones would probably be Kinemon or Peckham's at this point.
Honestly, I'm putting my money down on Big Mom's daughter, just randomly.
Pudding. Oh, yeah, Pudding's another one for sure. Because, Luffy even said he would welcome Pudding into the crew if Sanji had a wife. So, yeah, Pudding's another one.
And I remember, I was seeing these theories, and there were, people were saying that, Oda said the next Straw Hat's going to be a girl, or it's going to be a previous enemy or whatever. And I'm just I feel like it matches up well with her.
Yeah, Pudding would be a great choice. And I still think Pudding is probably that three-eyed girl. So whenever we end up seeing
I
her
can't
again,
wait to have a chapter when I see her.
Oh, dude, it's going to be great.
Okay, who is your favorite villain or enemy who has opposed the Straw Hats at one point in time?
Oh, man. Probably in terms of arc villains, I mentioned this earlier, but Magellan. I think Magellan just has such a powerful devil fruit power. And again, he really could have killed Luffy. If Ivankov wasn't there, Luffy would have died that day. Mm-hmm. And same goes for Blackbeard. He could have killed Luffy and Blackbeard, the main antagonist and the main protagonist of One Piece.
Yeah, for real.
Had they not been saved by, like, you know, just an out-of-nowhere antidote serum. Like, if not for Ivankov's hormones and Shiyu giving Blackbeard the antidote, they would have died that day. And
yeah, like you said, they escaped. They literally, like, ran.
Dude, they escaped. They did not beat him. So I think Magellan's a really good choice. And then in terms of just characters I like and their designs, I really like Doflamingo, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think Doflamingo's great. And then, as of recently, even though we don't know much about him, I'm an enormous Jack fanboy. I think Jack is such a cool character. You know, he doesn't care. He's just like a total badass. He goes in. He's got an awesome devil fruit power. I love the mammoth devil fruit. I think it's really cool. And yeah, I think Jack is another one of them that's really high up there.
Yeah, I saw you were like so hyped about Jack in your reviews. It was so funny.
I'm a total Jack fanboy. I love him, man.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I don't know, I'm just kind of sad that they don't have Smoker. Like, we haven't seen Smoker in a while, and like, they're just not putting him in as much. I saw him as like a perfect enemy for Luffy.
I don't consider Smoker an enemy.
Yeah, he's not,
I guess
and
he
that's the
technically
thing.
is,
like,
but I don't consider
he's
him a
opposed the Straw Hat, but like, you know, like, I don't know, he's not a full-on enemy like Doflamingo, but he's still opposed the Straw Hats. It's just like, I want to see more of Smoker. I love Smoker.
I'm sure we will at some point. Once we get to the Vegapunk arc, whenever that is, we'll see more of Smoker.
Okay, so if you were part of the One Piece universe, whose crew would you want to join and why? Or the Marines, you know.
Whoa. Could I join the Revolutionaries?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's, definitely the Revolutionaries then, because they're super powerful. You've got Dragon running them. I could hang out with Sabo and Koala. I would have the best health insurance in the entire One Piece world because people get sick constantly, and I would have Ivankov on my side, so I would definitely want to be part of them. And on top of that, again, they're
thought
powerful.
This through.
I have thought this through before. People say this all the time, like, what pirate crew would you want to be on? I would definitely want to be with the Revolutionaries. I feel like they are the safest choice. Like, I feel like you would be safe with the Revolutionaries, whereas if you're on one of the other crews, like, I think you'd be constantly in danger. And yeah, I just feel like the Revolutionaries, on top of it, also are working constantly with the Straw Hats and all the other main good guys of the series. So why would you not want to be with them? That makes no sense.
Yeah, no, my choice is going to be Shanks' crew, though. Like,
oh, Shanks is a good choice.
I feel like he has such a chill crew. Like, you remember, he was just like chilling on that island with his crew that one day. They were kind of just lazy, not really doing anything.
Yeah, they were drinking with Mihawk and stuff.
Yeah, drinking with Mihawk. Like, I don't know.
The only thing with Shanks is that, like, you would have to know that someday in the future, Kid is going to come after you.
Yeah,
and I would not want to face Kid. You know,
I mean, that's better than Luffy. Luffy's taking everyone on.
I guess that's true.
The Straw Hats, Kaido,
That's
Big Mom. That's the last place I'd want to be. Yo, the next chapter is going to be so hyped, though. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. I mean, all the next chapters.
Oh, for real. From this point onward, like, we just got all this knowledge now. It's just, it's going to be crazy.
It is. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, saddest moment in One Piece. Or moments.
I talked about this in a Q&A video that I did, and it was the One Piece tag. That's what it was. I talked about the One Piece tag. I think the one that hit me the most in terms of flashbacks was Corazone's death. And it was especially good in the anime. Like, the way when Corazon, like, holds on just for a little bit longer, even though Law is screaming and crying, he holds on just a little bit longer so, like, Law can get out safely and they won't hear him screaming and crying. I thought that was great. And overall, I think Corazone's a great character, and I think that flashback was one of the best parts of the Dressrosa arc. But
that was amazing.
My other two favorite saddest moments are probably the Going Merry's funeral, which I neglected to mention during the One Piece tag video, which is definitely one that's high up there. I just forgot about it. And probably Hugh Luck's speech during Drum Island about, like, when a man dies and it's not when he's poisoned or when he's shot, but it's when he's forgotten. Yeah, I love that speech.
That's actually what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that one.
Good choice then.
Like, okay, everyone. I was expecting you to say Ace. Like, everyone says Ace. Like, Ace is seeing
that we saw that. That was telegraphed. I didn't care.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I'm not an Ace. Like, I like Sabo more than Ace. Like, I feel like Sabo with Ace's fruit is much better.
Yeah,
than Ace
I actually agree. Like, I love Ace's fruit. That's probably why I loved Ace.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like I don't know.
I feel like the only people who like Ace, like genuinely like Ace, are girls. I feel like there's a lot of Ace fangirls, and that's fine. But like I don't know, in terms of just like characters, I didn't really care. I cared for Luffy. You know, I felt worse for Luffy and like what Luffy had to go through, and like seeing him lose his brother more than I actually cared about Ace.
Yeah, it wasn't actually Ace. It was like the fact that Ace like fell into Luffy's arm, like Luffy's like arms, and like Luffy's
Even
eyes at the time.
Like I felt bad for Whitebeard. Like, losing one of his sons, man. Yeah,
but like so many other scenes got to me like more, but like that one's just like epic. I don't know, like multiple times I've watched it. It was great. I think I said this, but what is your favorite One Piece devil fruit? I just said mine is the Ace's fruit. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, the Maramara?
Maramara, there we go.
Could I choose a fruit power that isn't like known yet? Could I
like
choose,
isn't confirmed?
Yeah, like something that like no one has yet.
Yeah.
So my devil fruit, my favorite devil fruit, the one that I would use if I was in the One Piece world, would be a devil fruit similar to the powers of, I don't know if you watch Jessica Jones or like you know anything Marvel, but the Purple Man. Do you know who this is?
I don't. Like I am a Marvel fan, but I do not know.
So the Purple Man is this guy who basically has the power of speech, where anything he says, he could convince someone to do. So like if he's walking down the street, he could tell someone like, "Hey, shoot yourself in the head," and they'll do it. And
that's like Code Yes.
Yeah, that's like a super dangerous power. And like the ability to have speech, like sure, if you wear earplugs, then fine, whatever. But like if you don't know that beforehand, I think that's such a crazy, incredible power. And I think that's the one that I would want, like the power of speech. Like the tongue no me or something. but in terms of devil fruits that we already know, I don't know, man. Maybe Ace. No, it wouldn't be Ace's fruit. I wouldn't say Ace's fruit. I'd say Aokiji's. I'd say Aokiji's.
I don't know. I'm just really into like fire. Like even like Full Metal Alchemist with Mustang, like just that whole character, like his power that I thought it was so cool. I don't know if you've watched that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But if I could pick any like superpower, like I'd probably pick time travel or like
time travel's a good one.
Teleportation or something. I don't know.
Yeah, time travel's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Sub or dub?
Oh, I mean sub all the way.
Yeah.
And I like some of the Funimation dub stuff, but sub all the way. It's not even a question.
Well, for One Piece, 100%, because like all the new episodes come out in subbed, right?
I feel
like once I commit to subbed, I can't go dubbed. But if I start the show dub, I'm okay. I could watch the entire show dubbed.
There's only a few shows though that I can watch dubbed. Like I can watch Cowboy Bebop. I love the dub.
Oh
in fact, I think the dub
Cowboy Bebop's dub's amazing.
Yeah, I mean the dub of Cowboy Bebop's incredible. I think that's like the anime to look to when you're looking for a good dub. I can't watch Attack on Titan dubbed. I can't do it. I have to watch it subbed.
I actually completely agree with you. It actually feels corny dubbed for some reason.
Yeah, I can't watch it dubbed. But I love. I guess Cowboy Bebop is the only
Full Metal Alchemist
one that I can think of.
Dubbed
oh yeah, Full Metal Alchemist is all right. I like Inuyasha's dub, weirdly enough, because it's super corny. So I kind of like Inuyasha's.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever watched Inuyasha subbed.
I love the Big O dub. The Big O dub is awesome. Steve Bloom, who does the voice of Spike in Cowboy Bebop, does the voice of the main character in Big O, Roger, and he does a great job. And actually, I can't watch that sub now. I can only watch that dubbed. So
really, I've never had that transition. I feel like once I watch it dubbed and then I watch it subbed, I don't usually go back to dubbed. But like, yeah. Next question: who do you think the most useless Straw Hat is?
The most useless?
Useless, if any of them are.
That's hard. Maybe Brooke. Maybe I like Brooke though, so I don't.
Yeah, I like Brooke too, but like essentially.
Yeah, maybe Brooke. I mean, because the essential ones are Luffy. Obviously, he's the captain. Zoro, who's the vice captain. Sanji, who feeds them all. And Robin, who reads the poneglyphs. Like, those are the four most important by far. And Chopper, who's the doctor.
Like, the only reason I wouldn't say Nami is because, like, they'd be screwed in the like in the new world, like, navigating.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they need a navigator, right? That's why I say Nami over Brooke.
For sure.
I guess Brooke. Yeah, I guess Brooke.
I like Brooke as well, actually. I was dying. I was watching Brago's live stream. They were like, yeah, Brooke could be replaced with a radio.
Yeah, it's true.
And I found it so funny. How did you first get into One Piece?
I actually read, this is like really funny, and this dates back a long time ago. I actually initially read One Piece back in the Arlong Park arc in the manga. Yeah,
Really?
so when it was actually being, it was in the English Shonen Jump, and it was being translated to the English Shonen Jump. I was in like I think a freshman or sophomore year of high school, and I was getting Shonen Jump because of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were in Shonen Jump. So I would go and I'd like get the latest Shonen Jump, and I remember reading that the arc at the time was Arlong Park, and so I read Arlong Park, and then I didn't read it again for a very long time until like senior year of high school, which was I think Water 7 or Thriller Bark. And then I started reading it again because they were like re-releasing the volumes, the translated volumes, and I was like, oh, this is really good. And then I stopped, and then I started reading it again when I was in college, and it was like going into the New World Fishman Island stuff, and I've been reading it week to week ever since. Even though Fishman Island I absolutely hate. I think that's one of the worst arcs in the series.
I enjoyed it.
But that's like
I enjoyed the last. Like I don't know. Like we learned a lot there, kind of like with Luffy's hockey. We got to see them kind of like explode after after the time skip, I guess. But yeah, it's not a huge arc.
But I remember reading it in Shonen Jump, the Arlong Park arc in Shonen Jump, like when I was a freshman in high school. And then I remember the anime. I watched a little bit of 4Kids, but I honestly don't remember it at all. And then I didn't get into the anime again until way after I got into the manga again. And I was like, oh, right, there's an anime. I should watch this. And then I just started watching it in Japanese, and I never watched any of the other dubs. Except for some of the Funimation dub stuff. I've watched some of the Funimation dubs. But it was only like because it was on Toonami or something. Or because
and actually, I rewatched all the dubs with my friend. So my friend just came over, and we marathoned it like a couple days. More than a couple days, but you know. Yeah, no, it's kind of the same thing with me, but like I started just like when I was young, I saw a couple episodes on whatever it was airing on, and like I don't remember it at all. I think one of the episodes was when Luffy cut, like they did a flashback of Luffy cutting his, like underneath his eye or whatever. And I had that like image in my mind, and then like I started watching Dragon Ball Z again, I started watching Naruto, and I'm like, what was that anime? And I started watching One Piece, and now it's my favorite anime of all time. So.
There you go.
Okay, what are you more hyped for? Pokemon Sun and Moon or One Piece Burning Blood?
Oh, man, you can't do this to me. That's like, you wrote this specifically with me in mind. That's not fair, man.
Yeah. That last question.
Pokemon Sun and Moon, probably. I mean, because it's a new Pokemon generation, and I love Burning Blood. Like, I'm excited for it, but it comes out next month. So, like, I'll have all year to play it. Whereas, like, I have a full year of speculation and guessing on what's going to be in Pokemon Sun and Moon, you know? And on top of that, right now, like, literally right now, I am playing Pokken. I got an early copy from Nintendo.
Yeah, I know. I was watching some of your videos.
So I'm like,
it seems pretty cool.
No, it's great. But I'm like, that's sort of my fighting game fix until Burning Blood. Plus, I'm playing Smash Brothers. So, like, between those two, it's like I can wait on a fighting game. Like, I can wait a little bit longer, even though I'm super hyped for Burning Blood. But, yeah, when it comes to Pokemon Sun and Moon, I mean, that's a new Pokemon generation. I am supremely excited for that. That takes precedent above everything else.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to both, but I actually haven't played a One Piece. I've played every Pokemon game ever, but like I haven't played a One Piece game yet, so I'm really looking forward to that. Like I don't know how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's weird because like last year, all the stuff I was really excited to play came out in the end of the year, and now the beginning of this year, I am like overwhelmed with stuff that I'm playing. Like there's so much that I wanted that now I'm getting in the first like 5 months of the year. That's like, whoa, this is too much because I'm playing through Pokken right now. I'm playing through Twilight Princess HD right now. I'm playing through Fire Emblem Fates right now, and all three of those games I've wanted for a really long time. Yeah. And then, of course, Burning Blood is coming out soon. Star Fox is coming out soon. And then Pokemon Sun and Moon are at the end of the year. The new Zelda's at the end of the year. NX is at the end of the year. There's too much.
Yeah. I just bought a game yesterday. I bought Division. I don't know if you ever heard of it. You've heard of it?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Clancy's Division or whatever. It's actually pretty fun. Like, I'm having a good time.
I've heard good things about it.
I beta tested it and stuff. Like, it was cool.
And Overwatch is coming this year, too. So, yeah. Too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Oh, time. Do you have a favorite opening? This is the last question.
Oh, Jungle P. I like Jungle P.
Jungle P.
I really like Jungle P. Hard Knock Days is great, but Jungle P is my favorite.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with like it's Believe, like the second dubbed song.
Oh God, that's one of my least favorites.
Really?
Yeah,
I could
the one that's after We Are, the one that comes after We Are.
Yeah, it's after the first one. After We Are. God, I like We Are. Like everyone likes We Are. It's a classic, right? But I don't know. It's actually a little bit girly, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people hate it, but like I don't know. I was just like sitting in the library today. I was like listening to all of them over again. I'm just like, this song is sick. Like I don't know. I was just so into it.
I mean, hey, if you like it,
Exactly,
can't knock you for it. Yeah.
All right, those were all the questions. Thank you very much. Actually, I was like, while you were talking about Pokemon Sun and Moon and One Piece Burning Blood, what console are you getting One Piece for?
Oh, it's got to be PS4. I mean,
PS4.
it's
That's rough. That's rough. I'm getting for Xbox One.
Why is that rough? PS4
I don't know. I'm not a PlayStation guy. I don't know. I don't want to hate on it, but.
No, yeah. I mean, like, I'm getting it for PS. I would get it for Wii U if it was on Wii U. That would be the system I would get it on, but it's not, unfortunately.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm getting it on a PS4. But if I have a really, really good desktop by the time Burning Blood comes out, I might just get it on PC. So.
I think it comes out later for PC.
Oh, then yeah, it'll be PS4 then.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly like that was like what I went through. I'm like, it'd be easier to record on my computer, but then I found out they come out later. It comes out later for PC, so I'm like definitely getting it for Xbox One.
It has to be for PS4 then. Got to.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. I'm sure like all your subscribers or my subscribers are gonna find this interesting. Like these are like calmly asked questions or whatever, and like people probably want to know this.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You are very welcome.